This episode brought to you by MeepleRealty.com, your source for high-quality custom board game inserts. Meeple Realty, think inside the box. Hey everybody, welcome to Board Online, Board Offline. Today we're coming at you from a new house where I have not got my room set up quite the way I want it yet, which means no green screen. We're going with the old shelf in the background look right now, and the shelf's not even 100% the way I want it yet, but we're getting there. And today though, we're bringing you a how to play video for First Martians. Now,
hey there, Baker. How you doing?
Hey, Rodney Smith from Watch It Play. What are you doing in the corner of my screen?
Well, I heard you were going to be working on a tutorial today, so I thought I'd just swing by and see which one.
Whoa, and now you're taking over the whole screen. What's happening? You can just do this anytime?
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, that's how Canadian internet works. We're just real neighborly up here.
Wow, that's really creepy. Anyway, yeah, I'm getting ready to record First Martians, actually.
First Martians.
I'm doing a how to play video for it.
Well, yeah, Baker, you see, I actually did a video for that one already. And even with my dual degree in the board game video arts, I was not able to get it under 50 minutes.
A final edited video at 50 minutes?
Yeah, I mean, you're staring down the barrel of a lot of work right now. I mean, I could lighten your load if you wanted to just use my video.
You know, when you put it that way, it does sound pretty good. So I'll tell you what, let's do this. Everybody, if you don't know how to play First Martians, head over to Rodney's channel. There's a link in the description below that will take you right to his video. Meanwhile, if you want to see a gameplay video, we'll be doing a gameplay here right after I fix the title screen. And cut. Okay, thanks, Rodney. I really appreciate you dropping by. I know your time's valuable.
Baker, it was a pleasure. Don't worry at all. But yes, my time is valuable.
Right. So,
As in, it's not free.
Okay. PayPal or Bitcoin?
Now we're talking.
Hey everybody, welcome to Board Online, Board Offline. Today we're bringing you a gameplay video for First Martians. Now this is a game about the colonization of Mars. The initial colony or science center or whatever it is set up, but it's starting to fall apart and you have got to keep it running long enough to survive. Now this is a game that I have borrowed from One Stop Co-op Shop. You can find a link to that channel in the description below. Over there at One Stop Co-op Shop, they are doing some great work over there, pumping out all kinds of videos, all of them cooperative and or solo games, and it is just a ton of fun to watch what they're doing over there. Colin's a great guy. He's really, I think, an asset to the community, and especially with the content that he's putting out. So anyway, after I do my gameplay of this, of First Martians, I'll be sending it back to him with one of my games that he will then do on his channel. And we do this every few months or so. So let's get right down to the first mission of the first campaign in First Martians and hopefully see how I do. Now, in the past, this game has kicked my butt. So let's see if I can maybe do a little better this time. All right, so now you can see behind me here, I've got the board set up in just kind of a general formation that I know is going to be the way that the first scenario in this campaign is going to be set up. But I did that just to save a little bit of time here for the video, but we're going to go ahead and work our way through the setup. So we've got, we're going to do new campaign. The Labyrinth of the Night is the one they recommend you start with. We're going to use the geologist and the scientist. All right, and you can see down here, we've got the geologist here. She's going to be the yellow color, and the scientist over here is the black color. All right, so moving on, I am no good at this game. We're going to go easy. Begin mission. All right, so use the arrows at the bottom of the screen. Cycle through the setup steps. All right, so first, open the campaign 1 booklet where mission 1 antenna begins. All right, we'll deal with that in a bit. Put all trackers on space 20 of the general supply. You can see up here we've got our energy, food, and oxygen trackers, all of them going up here on the 20 space. Okay, next up we've got prepare all facility tiles as instructed on page 6 to 7 of the rule book, set up steps 5A through C. Okay, so that's all of this out here. Now, one thing that is in the book, normally we would have as many of the greenhouses and fully grown plants as we have characters. However, in this setup, we're going to have just one, but that's actually something from the instructions that we'll see momentarily, but we'll get to that when it explains it. All right, so now step 4. Actually, right here, at the beginning of the campaign, you have one greenhouse and one fully grown plant. So instead of the 2 that is in the rule book, well, we just go with the 1 and 1, which is represented by this black cube and that clear cube there. The black cube is the greenhouse, the white cube is the fully grown plant. All right, so next up, place these status markers in the malfunction box, top to bottom, green, green, red. You can see down here, we've already got that. System block is green, living block green, and working block is malfunctioning. All right, roll all 3 malfunction dice and resolve the results. All right, here we go. All right, so we have the yellow and orange is 1, but then the red is going to get 3, so that is rough. So what that means over here is yellow going up only 1, which is fine. Orange going up 1, but then red goes straight up 3. We're already halfway to a malfunction in our system block. By the way, y'all, I see this right here. I'm going to take care of this when we get to the actual gameplay portion of this series. But for the setup, we're just going to go ahead and power through with this table, kind of casting that shadow there. But we'll deal with that in a little bit. All right, so moving on. We rolled the 3 malfunction dice. Oh, come on. There we go. Draw and resolve 1 complication working block malfunction card. So what we're going to do, we're going to draw from the working block deck, which is the yellow deck here, until we get a complication malfunction. All right, so here you can see this is an obstacle malfunction. Don't have to worry about that one. And what do we got here? Here's a complication right there. So clogged air duct. In the lab, low O2, well, let's get some, there we go. The low O2 level in the lab. This part is now broken. Red marker for the O2. All right, so where's the lab right here? O2 goes from green to red. There we go. All right, next up, we've got each player. Come on now. Well, I don't know why I'm having such trouble focusing right now. Each player takes 1 profile card, places the card chosen side up near astronaut's ID board. Y'all, I'll be honest, I'm not sure exactly what the profile cards are for, but they just kind of give, I think maybe it's just backstory. I haven't seen in the game where this actually affects anything yet, but maybe we'll go over this a little bit later just for a little backstory on what they are like, what my geologists and my scientists are like. But like I said, they don't really seem to have a whole lot of gameplay effect right now, so we're not going to worry about it too much. All right, so now we've got in campaign mode. You will not have any skill cards at the start of the campaign. Normally, if you're playing a one-off, you would get some campaign skill cards for your characters, but we're not going to worry about that right now because in the campaign mode, you start with 0 of those. You will have the opportunity to gain them during the campaign, it says. All right, so find ring 2 bumps and shell pit, return those tiles to the box. All right, I've already done that. Basically, that's just saying that those 2 particular terrain types for ring 2 will not come out, at least in this particular game. Find a place on the map. The following ROI tiles in the appropriate sizes. All right, so let's get that out real quick. All right, so as you can see, we've got the canyon on ring 1 north, shell pit on ring 1 northeast, plains on ring 1 west, and plains on ring 2 west. So we've got a set of plains here and here, the canyon here, and the shell pit here. All right, so you've been here for a while and gather whatever you deem useful, so there's no tokens or samples on those tiles. We've basically already scavenged everything we can from those areas. All right, so place 1 -1 token on ring 3 west. So here we go. That's going to make that even harder to get to. Place the objective tokens on the following ROI spaces. Red number 1 on red 1 northwest. All right, so let's get these out there. Okay, so here we've got red 1, 2, and 3, and yellow 1 and 2, or I guess the game says that's orange. And what exactly are those? Well, we'll get to that in a minute when I explain exactly what the mission is here. But just know that those are going to be some important places, particularly the red ones are going to be important for this mission. All right, so now 14, here we go. Draw 2 random upgrade cards and return them to the box. The remaining ones are yours to use throughout the campaign. All right, so the upgrades we'll have available to us, and we'll go through exactly how these work a little bit later if we decide that it might be useful. But we've got the server cluster, we've got the auto scanner, the unmanned collector, the power generator, the games room, reconnaissance satellites, and that is what's available. So a total of 6 upgrade cards available to us throughout the campaign. All right, moving on to step 15. When the mission begins, you have 4 power, 4 oxygen, 4, I always forget what that's called, gears, or basically mechanical spare parts, and 4 computer spare parts available to you. And you can see I've already placed those out here. Right here, we've got these little stacks here in the available area of the cargo bay. And finally, return all facility cards back to the box in campaign. Use them only if instructed. All right. Okay, and that's the setup. Now we're going to stop right there. In the next video, I believe I can fit the entire gameplay into one video without it being too terribly long. So come back and check that out. That'll be the next video I post up here in the next few days. And I hope you're enjoying this so far. This should be an interesting trip. We'll see what can happen. The dice roll at the beginning wasn't too bad, so I'm kind of in a good spot with the exception of my one systems block there, which is a little bit rough, but we'll see if we can manage that. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it so far, and until next time, for Bored Online, Bored Offline.